Lately, I've been so reminded of how important it is for us to completing the circle. And this is something which I have implemented quite much in my life recently, because it helps me to not be in this kind of push masculine energy all the time that's jumping from one thing into another and not giving me rest. And it has also created a deeper sense of satisfaction for me because I am becoming more and more satisfied for where I am and not feeling that kind of gap or feeling that kind of separation between me and the things that I want or the things that I desire, the things that I'm trying to manifest, right? So I was thinking about having just this little chat with you today, and I'm going to share a little bit about completion rituals and habits or routines which you can implement yourself as well in order for you to feel that you are completing more things in your life and you're feeling that you are good about yourself and your days. And that will also help you to feel a deeper sense of satisfaction, deeper sense of fulfillment, and that you're having fulfilling day. I will start with the most powerful one. I want to give you the most powerful that I have worked with for a long while now, but I haven't kind of implemented it in all areas of my life. I realized me doing things half-ass was not the way to go. So how I learned how to take a break, be a little bit more relaxed in my days, and feeling good about myself is really to set intentions. And this is something which I've done for a long time, as I said. For instance, when I'm desiring something and I want to reach a certain type of state, or I want to reach a certain type of manifestation, or whatever it might be, I always start the day with setting an intention for what I want the day to be like. And also me doing tarot card readings, I know kind of the true power of intentions, because you can enter a tarot card reading and kind of know a little bit what you want to talk about, or you just want to draw random cards. That is okay, that is fine, that is one type of reading, and sometimes we need that type of reading. But it can sometimes also be a little bit difficult for you, because then you can have a lot of different energies just running in, and you're like, okay, is it this I should focus on? And can it mean like this in this area? And can it mean like this? You are starting to guessing yourself a little bit more. But when you're setting an intention, you're setting an intention that you want to talk about a certain topic, or you want to see what can activate you at this time, or you want to see what breakthroughs are coming. Like, it doesn't really matter how big or how kind of specific the intentions are, but when you're setting an intention, you're also aiming your focus at it, and you're saying like, this is what I'm going to reach answers with. So this is something which I have done for a long while, since I do tarot card readings both for myself every day actually, and I also do it professionally. But because of that, I have had that kind of practice in my life, but I haven't had it in all areas of my life. It's almost as I've been, half-assing this kind of intention settings. So for a while ago, I realized that, I some days add intentions to, for instance, when I'm starting a task, and some days I do not add an intention into it. And what I do is that I just say that it's half important. I don't say that this is so important, it's truly important. I say it's half important because I do it like a little bit now and then and so forth, right? So the first thing, if you haven't understood it yet, is to set intentions into whatever you can in your life actually. And what this does is why it's so powerful in regards to understanding when to complete things, and understanding not to push yourself too much or overwork, or be in those kind of energies when you step on your own boundaries a little bit and continue to do something but you maybe don't want to do it. It's not satisfying any longer. So take one of my days as an example. Let's say I have a couple of sessions booked and I'm also about to create content that day. So what I can do is that I can say that I want to create this video, and this video is going to be awesome, and in addition I want to have a good session with my clients. Also, in addition to that, I have a couple of other side things I have to do, so I kind of want to also post this video, or I want to post this, you see, I'm building up a couple of tasks. I can have that as a kind of intention for myself, or I can go into the kind of feeling that I want to create. Because what is satisfaction for me? How can I have fulfilled and satisfied days? I can have those by deciding what type of feeling that I want for that day. So let's say, once again, I have the same day, but I'm feeling that I want a deep connection. I want a deep connection, and I also want to feel very inspired and just like a little bit bubbly. I want to feel bubbly today, let's say it like that. Then I'm setting those intentions. I'm setting that I'm entering this task now and I'm going to be bubbly in this task. What happens is that if I realize that I didn't manage all the things that I wanted to manage in this customer call or whatever it might be, then it doesn't really matter if I've done all the tasks or not. But I can ask myself, were I bubbly? Or did I create a deep connection? First and foremost, it's very easy for me to see that yes or no, and seeing throughout the day if I have a lots of no's, then probably I have to do some type of adjustments in my life in order for me to gain this kind of satisfaction that I want. And secondly, I don't necessarily put my happiness in if I cross everything off in my to-do list. I set my happiness into, have I felt that I truly wanted to feel? Have I experienced what I truly wanted to experience? If so, yeah, I accomplished my day. And that has been one of the kind of greatest shifts for me. It has really made me feel so alive in many sense, and it also have helped me so much to feel great and like deep satisfaction for my days and for me, for my accomplishments. I'm not pushing myself to the limits and continue to work those 3 extra hours because I was not done with that task. I wanted to do this, No, I ask myself like, okay, now I'm pushing myself a little bit. Do I feel good in that? Do I feel satisfied? No, I don't. Okay, have I actually accomplished today? Yeah, I have accomplished today because today was freaking inspirational, and my intention was that I'm going to have an inspirational day. The more that you do that, the more soul-based and heart-based intentions that you set for your days and breaking it down for your tasks and so forth, the more fulfilled you will feel, and the more you will feel that your cycle is completing. You have completed what you were about to do. Okay, you have completed what was the most important for you to do for that day. And that, as I said, has shifted it has shifted totally for me when I really have started to set the intentions and being intentional in a lot of things that I do. Intention is also like when I'm waking up, for instance, I'm basing my intention from my intuition. I'm basing my intention from guidance from my higher self. I'm not, the first thing I do in the morning when I'm waking up, I decide what day I want. And the thing is that normally I feel that very quickly. And if I don't, I just sit in my emotions and really feel into how I want to feel. What is it that I want to experience? What kind of energy is it that I want to have today, right? And that is me taking a decision from within, not taking a decision starting the day and taking a decision from output from the outer world. No, I'm start my days from within. So I can go ahead and talk about this a lot, but I think you get me. So find the ways and find the areas in your life where you maybe set your intentions, but you maybe in other areas don't do it, or you do it from day to day, a little bit back and forth, and see that you're sending those kind of back and forth signals into your life as well. And if you want to have straightforward, true, fulfilling, satisfied days, and feel that you just feel good about your days and yourself, right, and your accomplishments, then it's really great help or a really great routine to have. The other thing which I've done to understand that I'm completing a circle, and I'm saying understand because many times I do, if I'm very passionate in something, or if I'm just in my creative flow, I can easily, the hours go. And even though I realize that, I'm hungry, I go and eat food. But the thing is that I'm still here in my mind. So I go and eat the food, but I'm still thinking about this and my mind is going on and on and on around that. But that doesn't make me be in the present moment, right? And if you do that in lots, suddenly your mind will become very scattered. So for me, it's very important to tell my brain that I'm finishing this up. I'm closing the chapter, I'm closing the door for today. And because of that, I have needed to implement a couple of routines in order for me to understand that, oh, okay, we're closing this door now. We're entering this door instead. We're going to make food now instead, for instance, right? So because of that, I for a while implemented kind of reflections through my days, and I took my journal, I took my tarot cards, my oracle cards, and I sat with the intention of, okay, where do I need more reflection in my days, and how can I implement more reflection into my life? And I realized that I needed to have a little bit more reflections when I'm closing off, and starting something new, and also in the end of the day. So those were the kind of two things that I really felt that this is where I should start. So in everything I do, like I work quite a lot in blocks throughout my days. Since I set intentions, let's say take for a workout, so I'm going to do yoga. So I set the intention, and that day I maybe feel that I want to feel like energized and I want to feel strong. Okay, I go with the intention that I want to feel energized and strong in this yoga class. After yoga class, I'm thinking through, okay, have I felt energized and have I felt strong? Yes or no, and reflecting a little bit about it. And then what I do is that I truly reflect on, okay, do I feel good now? Yeah, I feel good. Yeah, this feels good. Okay, can I let this go now then? Can I thank me and thank this session for me having this yoga practice or whatever you know, and leave this? Can I close this door? Yes, I can actually. Then I kind of tell my brain like, okay, now we're leaving this and we're entering something else. And especially if you have kind of a job task, for instance, sometimes you have a couple of things where you feel that, okay, I didn't do everything that I wanted to do. Perfect thing here in the reflection is then to look through, okay, so now I'm closing the chapter, or I'm closing the day for like the door for today. What is it that I want to continue doing tomorrow? Okay, these and these are the most important for tomorrow. Okay, perfect. Then I know that. And I feel so much more calm because I feel that I have kind of an overview of how I will continue tomorrow, and I'm not like afraid or getting like I could sometimes get before, feeling that I'm not done with it, I should work more of it, I had like this I should, or and that I just felt like, I planned for being done with this today, and I'm not done with this today, and this stress just added up, from everything. But now instead I'm really looking through and just like, okay, yeah, that's perfect, thank me for the day, I'm proud of this session, or I'm proud of this task that I've done now. What do I have for tomorrow? What do I look forward for tomorrow to doing? I look forward for these kind of things. And then I kind of know also what type of intention I want to set for the day after. So that is kind of a plus. So really adding that reflection. And I have kind of an hour between what I do during my days and between me having my time maybe with my partner, or having like eating dinner, doing the chores, or me just doing something else. I like to I self-study a lot. I do a lot of shit in the evenings too. But before I kind of do a certain activity, I always have kind of a break, which is my relaxation and gathering hour. And that is an hour for me to just relax, lean into my body and be. And here you can find your own routine or ritual. See what's working for you, but it's more about finding something that is working for you, that you really signal to your whole body that you are kind of closing the door for today. You're starting to relax a little bit more, and you're starting to get a little bit more in, like we're soon coming to an end, to a sleep, so to say, so we can start the day, a new day tomorrow. For instance, yin yoga have helped me a lot, and all those things kind of changing, but that have helped me a lot. I also reading a book right now that have like these visualization practices, which I like a lot, and I normally sit with that, and then I just continue to communicate with my higher self and just having like a nice time, and stretching maybe my body if I feel that I have like certain time of yeah, pressure I put on myself or whatever it is. I just like releasing and just doing a kind of energetic cleanse in the whole and just being in my body. And that has helped me so much to also signal, as I said, to my body that okay, now we're relaxing. And then I will not go into it, but then I also have an evening, like before I go to bed, routine that really helps me to have an extra reflection and extra kind of how I'm preparing myself for the mornings. I add different type of blocks throughout my days where I'm reflecting on things, because many times we can also see that we're reflecting and looking through after a couple of months how it went, and some once in a while we're reflecting. But if we don't have that habit of doing it daily, or if we don't have a habit of doing it in like the details, that is with everything in life, then we kind of don't integrate it either into our lives, because we are a little bit spread with our energy. So a last thing which have helped me a lot to understand, like signal to my mind, my body, my everything, that okay, I'm completing a cycle, and I'm completing like a task, or I'm completing the whole day, or I'm getting more completion. I'm integrating completion into my life in order for me to start something or initiate something after that, right? I have started with complimenting myself even more, like so much more than I've done before. Before, I added kind of compassion and kindness towards myself because I was in a time when I needed it. I was in a time when I needed self-love, and I was in a time when I needed to learn how to honor myself, stand up for myself. And I do give myself compliments, especially when I'm hearing like this kind of negative talk towards myself and stuff like that. I add some extra intention to that and add some extra like complimenting myself and extra kindness and compassion towards myself. But then I realized one thing, and that is that I love to give comments to other people. I love to give them compliments for things, for what they are, who they are, and what they're talking about, and what they bring into the table, and how they show up for the world, or what their energy like give others or give themselves and stuff like that. I really, really like that, and that is not only for people that I know. Then I realized that, wait a minute, why don't I compliment myself more? Why do I need to compliment myself only when I'm feeling that negative self-talk is taking place? Why can't I just like, I don't know, give myself extra pleasure, like just giving me a lot of compliments anyways? So that is the thing that I kind of started to do, and because of that, I realized that that was like perfect for me to understand and completing the days, for not overworking, for not stressing, for not feeling good about my accomplishments, or not feeling good about my day and stuff like that, right? I really started to realize how that give a full perspective into the picture, because what I'm doing nowadays is when I'm complimenting myself, I show a lot of appreciation, and that has helped me to really, really, really feel deep satisfaction for me and for my days. Because if I all the time like paying attention to what I like about myself, or what I do, or how I like my life is, or whatever it might be, right? The more gratefulness I kind of spread into my field and towards myself, and the more satisfied I remind myself of that I am, and the more satisfied I also get. So in order for you to feel that you are more satisfied in your days, feeling fulfilled, in order for you to not stress so much or push yourself to the limits, or push yourself, just because being too much in your masculine energy, in order for you to feel happy about yourself and good about yourself and about your accomplishments, then these 3 things that we talked about today can really help you to kickstart this. Keep on listening to your within talks. I hope to see you next time. Take care. Bye.